Well, Bitcoin yesterday with a pretty big pop right after the show, essentially getting us right back up to the highs. Welcome to Altcoin Buzz Trading. Stay tuned later for your hot coins of the day. Let's dig into the action. So, yeah, BTC right here popping right back up, getting above the prior high, getting to our new alert level 61,861 here. We'll see if we can get above that. Bitcoin now has essentially a fully fledged cup on it. Let's see if we can form a handle. Maybe it'll go right through. I don't know, but we do seem to be getting still quite a bit of red candles in here. So the market's definitely still choppy. We tend to stay up for not even a day before we reverse. Here we've been up here for almost a full day. That's the 11 o'clock hour. We're now in the 5 o'clock hour, so a couple more to go. And hopefully we can stay up. Otherwise, we may run the risk of going right back down again, which would not be so good. So from a price action perspective, this is chop. But from a daily price action perspective, there's definitely some constructive consolidation happening, and that's really the dichotomy of the market right now. Is we're able to go up and down and up and down and up and down. We're not directional. We need to get that direction, and we do seem to be bouncing up lately. Have had lower highs and higher highs. So wait, higher lows. That always trips me up for some reason. Higher lows and higher highs. We've been able to do that, but we've kind of exhausted this upper range without breaking out. So now we need to break out. All right, so that's BTC. Next up is Solana, which is still stuck down in the lows, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. Some pretty price action is getting a little bit tighter, and you can see today's action is really tight. You kind of have to zoom in on the daily to see it, right? So today's probably about the tightest price action. We're in line with this candle. This is a little wider. That's pretty tight. So you got a couple of good tight candles here. Whereas over here we were dropping. We had a big wide reaction. We came back down. Now we're tightening up. Hopefully we can curl this back upward. So if you like Solana, you are in a place where you can maybe enter with stops at recent lows, probably under this day here, which is 136.10. That would be the low for this day. That would probably be my stop loss if I were to just buy in the middle of the low like this. It isn't the worst strategy if you have a good expectation for the market to move upwards. That would be about a 5% stop loss. So not the worst thing in the world, but it hasn't moved up yet, so it could just get stopped out without any upwards movement. That's why I tend to trade when things move up rather than sideways, but some people like to do that. So Solana not looking bad here either. It's not giving us any warning signs that would make us stay away from the market. And then onto our hot coins of the day with today are Fetch and Render, FET. Pretty good action here, actually running right into a resistance point. As a matter of fact, we have a couple of trend lines here. One up a little higher, one pretty much right on top of price. And if we can get through this one, we'll get through this one, and hopefully move up into this level where this trend line coming back down into you extend this down, and if we can get back up there, maybe we'll get up into the 165, 170 level, and from here we're at buck 02. That'd be about a 60 or 70% increase. So that even just getting to there without breaking out of that trend line is a pretty solid gain. Look for consolidations here. If you bought it lower, I say hold on to it unless it completely fails this trend line, in which case you have to exit. But yeah, all in all, I think this has a great potential for a good rally. It's a little early to buy right now as we're sitting right on resistance. You would like that to break out before going up. That's the way I would generally trade this. I wouldn't buy it right now just because it looked good, just because there's a potential 60 to 70%. That can be a recipe for disaster because you'll hold it down 30%, hold it down 20% to try to gain that 60, 70%, and that can be problematic. So, but keep this one on your watch list. Look for good sideways action and further breakouts for this one in case it's not on our list by the time that happens. And then next up is Render, which I'm not sure why this is on the list. There's a few other ones, but they're not in the top 50. They're further out than that. So, but I'm not sure. Good price action though out of here. We still have yet to break out from this low consolidation. I think that low consolidation breakout likely happen here at about the 514 level for Render. Render does have quite a good following. Oh, they've added the rest of the chart in here. Nice. Render does have quite a big following to it, so there's a good possibility this does have a good bounce back. However, right now, that following doesn't seem to be super active at the moment. So let's see if we can get above some of these levels, and then that could lead to that could lead to, maybe some better action. And on that note, on many tokens right now, we're actually seeing that these low consolidations breaking out. So it's not new or uncommon for this to happen. This one kind of failed it. Maybe this one, it'll finally happen. Okay. So nothing to buy here on render yet, but we're getting close. A move out of this, I think, would do the body good. You just have to find a good stop loss, because right now there's really not a good stop loss for this trade. We're up just too high, too close to the breakout point, and that's all she wrote. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining me today on the best 5 minutes of your day, and I will see you tomorrow on Altcoin Buzz Trading.